If you remember over the summer, we did a weekly teaching moment about the liturgy, and in our convocation together, you made it very clear you wanted them to continue. So on the fourth Sunday, or the fifth Sunday, we will continue to do a liturgical teaching moment each month. Today I'm going to talk about the land acknowledgement that we've been doing at the beginning of the service, and give us a little context for why we're doing that. 6-7 years ago, General Convention, which is the governing body of the Episcopal Church, passed a resolution asking all Episcopal organizations to begin every meeting and worship service with a land acknowledgement. The reason for this is as an act of repentance for the Church's involvement in the displacement of Native Americans in the United States. It's also an act of repentance for our involvement in the assimilation process of Native Americans. In the late 19th century, all the way up to the 1930s, the Church was involved in some of the Indian assimilation schools, where children were taken from their native families, mostly in the Midwest, and were sent to schools all over the country where they were not allowed to speak their language. They were not allowed, their hair had to be cut in Western style. They had to wear Western clothes. They had to learn English. They had to become Christian. And they needed to assimilate into American culture. Many of these children died at these schools and/or never saw their families again. The Church is ongoing in its research about what level the Episcopal Church played in these schools directly, but it was certainly Episcopalians who were participating in that process. So that is why, from this point forward, we'll be beginning every service with a land acknowledgement, as a reminder that our ancestors were involved in this process. And also, it's something I suggest we all keep in mind when I call for us to acknowledge those things which separate us from God and from one another in the silence. This is hopefully one of those things that's going to come to mind. Thank you.